And welcome to the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. Our very excited host, George O, is on assignment today, so he will not be joining us. So, Gavin, you're not going to have any backup today because Jim Bennis is Team Chappie. You're riding solo today. So, how do you feel about that, Gavin?
George left me hanging. I didn't find out till last minute, but I'm here, showing up for Team George O.
All right, so Gavin, we'll start with you. First of all, how you been doing? How's the handicapping been doing? And give us a little update.
It's been good. Just been working all the time, still hanging out. Got lucky enough to go to the Breeders' Cup. You know, my girlfriend took me down last second surprise, so that was awesome. Had a fun time down there. Just been not betting as much since opening day Santa Anita, but here and there, picking my spots, you know. So I looked at today's card because George got me into it, but I don't know. I might not have taken it. Just here and there, taking days off and going back and forth, but picking my spots a little bit better than I was previously. So,
well, that's not a bad thing. And of course, Georgie always brings up Paul's Place. So tell us how Paul's Place is doing and a little bit about it.
It's good. It's a breakfast brunch restaurant down here in Mission Viejo. Been here for 30 years. My grandpa's run it. It's one of George's good buddies. He passed away last year though. So, but George has always been in here, and it's always been a fun place for family owned. 30 years now, and I'm here 6 to 7 days a week, 7 hours a day. I'm in the office right now, so had to sneak back here, catch a little break, and then jump right back on the job.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us. Unfortunately, your hype man George O can't join in, but that's all right. Jim Bennis, how you doing? You look like you're in the disco room there in Chicago. What's going on?
Not much, buddy. Same old stuff.
Now, you are planning on coming out in March for the big tournament. Is that correct? We will get to see you in Southern California once again?
That's the plan.
Jim, a man of many words. What's that?
I heard you have Gulfstream in it.
Yes, we do have Gulfstream. It will be Gulfstream and Santa Anita, so you'll be joining us. And looking forward to seeing your smiling face. Usually when Jim comes out, he wins most of the tournaments he comes for, so I'm sure you're chomping at the bit, Jimmy.
So I think everybody should just stay home and let me win it. I'll take a walkover, please.
Couple reminders before we get started here. This is the Charity First Handicapping Challenge, as we mentioned, and the money will go towards the Winners Foundation, which is a great charity, so hopefully we can make some good money. Hopefully you guys are good and prepared. And also for tomorrow, there is a mandatory Pick 6 payout. 10 race card, the Cal Cup tomorrow. So starts in race 5, big full fields. Hopefully everybody will be joining us. And later today on this very channel at 4:30, myself, Gino Bacola, and Seminar Skip will be doing a Pick 6 preview at 4:30 looking into tomorrow's races. So please join us then. But for now, we're going to get back to today's activities, and let's get right to it. Gavin, you are Team George O. You've got $100 to win. Where are you going and why?
$100 win bet. I'm going race 3, the 9-horse Joe's Kid. So my cousin actually has a small piece of this horse, so I watched the last race pretty intently. Got a pretty bad trip. She just really got shifted back, bad position. Didn't really try too much at the end of it. I think she kind of was just under wraps. That race produced a lot of winners, a lot of horses that ran back real well. So I think it was a pretty good race. I don't really falter too much for the first effort. So getting Pratt on board, I don't think that hurts. So I like her chances. So
all right. So race 3, we've got is it Joe's? Is that how you pronounce it?
Joe's Kid. That's how I've been told.
Joe's Kid, 3-1 in the morning line. The very important drop from the maiden special weight to maiden 50 ranks. And like he said, Flavian Pratt, who seems to win every other race, he or Johnny V is climbing aboard today. So hopefully you'll get the 3-1. And Jimmy B, I love Gavin, but I'm rooting for you because you are Team Chappie. Where are you going with your $100 win bet and why?
I'm going to race 6. I'm on the 5-horse. I'm hoping Mike Smith can just make the engine and slow it down and wire the field.
All right, so race 6, they're going a mile on the turf. The 5 Encroachment at a nice 6-1. Jim Bennis likes the prices. They're stretching out for the first time, and Money Mike takes the call back. So Gavin, if he hits that, he's got a nice price. You got a little something to make up with your exacta. So where are you going with your exacta and why?
So I went in the last race. I just boxed the 1 and the 2 horses. I didn't really like a lot in that field. The 1 was a horse I liked a lot. The only horse I thought could beat it was the 2. I just think the drop for the 1 is going to be, super beneficial. The 2 ran pretty good races at the level. I think, those horses will come back and be tough. I mean, unless one of the first year for O'Neill, unless that horse is really live. I mean, I don't see a lot in that field that's really going to pop up. So the 1 and the 2, the 1 is probably my better pick of the day, but I don't think it's going to be a very good price. So I went with Kajos for my win, but 1-2 box in race 8 is what I'm going with. It's Wellsworth, and I don't know how to say that 2 horse. I don't even know.
I'm not even going to try it, Gavin.
Yeah.
Jim, if you want to try to pronounce that, we'll give you an extra $100. But
it's okay. No, thank you.
So race 8, he's going with the 1 and the 2 box. It's funny about that Wellsworth. I know that the barn has kind of been high on that horse in the past. So couple of disappointing efforts, but the drop and the gelding for the first time. Yeah. First time Lasix. Umberto back with us. So at 9-5 in the morning line, clearly the one to beat. And then the second choice, your guess is as good as mine how to pronounce that. But, it's funny too. We've noticed on these shows, guys, people say, yeah, I'm going a little bit chalky, but it's tough. Even hitting the board, you take the $100, $50 exacta. You're boxing those, correct?
Yes.
And sometimes a little bit of money on the board doesn't hurt so much, does it, Gavin?
Yeah, the times I've lost have been the times when I've went out of the box and tried to pick against the favorites, and the times I've won have been the ones where I've picked like the 3 to 5 shot to win, and then no one else got on the board, and so it's gone both ways for me. And sometimes I just kind of look at the card. Today I feel like today's card is a little favorite. I do like Jim's pick though in that race. That race is a little bit wide open, but I think he made a good choice on that one because I think that horse can get out and lead. So just if there's anyone out there with him, but I think that horse is the speed in the race. So one of the few races I don't think a favorite can win is that race.
All right, Mr. Bennis. So tell us, have you been playing the tournament circuit lately at all?
Not too. I mean, occasionally, but not too much. I mean, I played in the that $1,500 one where your super qualifier at Santa Anita, which I shouldn't have because I did no good. But and I think I may have played a couple 500, but no, overall, not really too many.
And have you been venturing
for Vegas? So now I'm trying to make the last weekend to qualify for Vegas next or whatever it is, the end of the month.
All right. Well, they need you there. And have you been visiting Hawthorne quite a bit?
To make wagers, yes. Not to wager on Hawthorne, but yes.
That's your normal spot to wager each day, correct?
For the most part, either that or upstairs in my office.
All right. Well, we see you're down in the disco room today. What about your exacta? Where you heading and why?
It's a bar. It's not a disco. I can't dance a lick, okay?
You look like you have rhythm.
Yeah. You're completely wrong, and you've met me, so you know that isn't. My exacta box is in the 5th race. I'm boxing 4-6. I'm going chalkish. Yep. The 6 looks like the race sets up perfect for the 6. And the 4, I mean, he ran his eyeballs out last time. I'm just, if he repeats that, I assume he'll be the best of the speed and hang on for second. But I boxed him anyways.
All right, so a little bit chalky in race 5. He's boxing the 4 and 6, both coming off victories. And Doug O'Neill barn, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's started to heat up here in the last week or two. I know, Gavin, you said you haven't been paying as much attention, too much work, but are you going to be playing tomorrow with the Big Pick 6 carryover?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely will be. I'll probably be tuning in later to watch you and Gino also. So
very nice. I was watching many a replay last night, so I'll have a few interesting nuggets for later on this afternoon.
Cool.
All right, so that's our exacta. It's double time. So Gavin, where are you heading with your double and why?
I went race 7. I just did the 2 Baffert horses with the 1 Wellsworth in race 8. I think in race 7, it's really just those 2 coming off a layoff. They've just ran classier, and Spielberg, it just ran against better horses than the rest of those fields. And Spielberg, he's always just one of those that just shows up, always a grinder, so I feel it's just going to come back tough. They're just the 2 classes of the field. They're probably not going to get much of a price on either one of them, but I just feel those 2 are going to run 1-2. And then the Wellsworth, I like that horse getting gelded first time, dropping. I like that horse to win that race. So, I mean, if you get past the 2 Bafferts in that one, I just think it's probably going to come pretty chalky, but that's just really all I could find in that one. So,
well, in race 7, when you're talking about the 2 Bafferts, Baffert hitting at a nice 46% clip.
That's all.
And then you've got Johnny V and Pratt, who I believe have won 50% of the races thus far, and you combine them with the 2 Bafferts. So you're not going to have much of a price, but I would say the odds of you winning are very nice. And obviously you're very high. Like you said, probably your best play of the day is Wellsworth in the 8th and final, correct?
Yeah, that's my get on the board play. So in case I haven't got on the board yet, hopefully I can at least get on the board with that one.
Well, thus far in the tournament, I believe we've had about 10 days so far, and we've come down a few times more than others to the tiebreaker. Yeah. So we need one of you guys to start hitting a few things there. We need to get hot. So Jimmy, where you go? What's that?
I feel better now knowing it won't be us the first time to fall apart.
Where are you going with your double and why?
I am going to race 4. I'm hoping that the 1 and 7 can slow this pace down and just follow each other around the racetrack, and one of them gets to the wire first. So I'm putting the 1-7 in the 4th with my 6 horse in the 5th that I think, like I said earlier, the race sets up with the speed that wins the 6. I mean the 5th, the 6 horse. So I got 1-7 in the 4th going to the 6th.
So 1 and 7, that would be Hulk for Jeff Mullins and Rockingham Ranch, who's branched out with some different owners or trainers these days. And then the 7, ridden by Kent DeSormo. I know how much you guys have been paying as much attention, but Kent DeSormo, since basically the beginning of the Del Mar meet, even a little bit further back, has really had kind of rejuvenate his career. It's amazing how he's riding. Looks like the old DeSormo is back and better than ever.
Well, we know he has talent.
Yeah, he was doing real well in Del Mar there for a while. He was before Breeders' Cup. He was killing. He knocked me out of a lot of wagers.
Yeah,
so he was riding real well. He still is riding real well. He just got right at the beginning of that Del Mar. He just sorted through that meet on fire.
Yeah, he kind of dominated the Del Mar meet, which is amazing. Well. I mean, it was throw DeSormo out at your own peril, basically.
And it was interesting too because he was on horses for everybody. He wasn't just pigeonholed into sometimes he was with Hess, but he was everywhere. He was riding for every trainer, so he was doing pretty good, getting business everywhere. So
yeah, well, it's like Jim said, he's got so much talent. So it's nice to see him back in his winning fashion again because he belongs at the top as for as talented as he is. So, all right, Jimmy B and Gavin, we're going to go ahead and go to the Wheel of Doom for the tiebreaker. I believe we will be using race 2 as our tiebreaker. Gavin, were you aware of that? That race 2 would be the tiebreaker?
No, but I had kind of a picks set up for any race, so I'm ready for it.
All right, so I think George had rigged this before because he kept winning. So now we're going to get on even terms. I'm not going to be cheating. Let's give this a spin. And there we go. Now it's back to me.
Nice cheating.
So,
he was holding it on the bottom. He grabbed it.
I've already figured out how he was rigging it. So now I'm using it to my advantage. All right, Jim, race 2. I do not think we're going to need this. I think you guys are going to get hot today. But just in case we have to come down to the tiebreaker, Where are you going and why in race 2, Mr. Bennis?
I'm going to win the tiebreaker anyway since I got first pick, so it doesn't matter. We got the 6 horse. We got enough space in front of him. He's going to sit the perfect trip and just get him at the wire. So 6 in the second race.
All right.
That's
so
right. I didn't take either chalk. I took the third chalk. I left the chalks open for you, Gavin.
I'm actually not going to take the chalk. I'm going to take the 1, actually. I was hoping you weren't going to take the 1, so that's the one I'm going to go with.
It was a good pick. That was my second choice.
I was nervous. I was like, he's going to take chalk or you take 1. So, hey, I'm going to take the 1, feeling graceful. That's going to be my tiebreaker, Flavian Pride Board. So,
all right. So the 6, Austin James at 3-1, another Jeff Mullins play for Mr. Bennis, and the 1, Feeling Graceful at 2-1, Bill Spar and Flavian Pratt hooking up as the second choice. The 9-5 favorite is actually Kitten's Kid with Johnny V for Ruben Alvarado, formerly Peter Miller. So, Jimmy, any last comments, Jim, before we hopefully, obviously, we're going to see one of you two again when you move on to round 2. But any last comments, Jim, before we see you in March for the tournament and you come out here once again?
I miss Santa Anita, that's for sure. And I'm a little disappointed where Gulfstream's headed. But, that's what I do. I'm getting a name over here that I'm destroying racing anywhere I go. I killed Chicago. I went to California. I put a little hurt on California. My buddy talks me out to go to Florida, and Gulfstream's not doing the best right now. I mean, this Tapeta and the clock not working. But, things can change, hopefully. Otherwise, Starry's going to kill me if it doesn't, that's for sure.
Well, you know what, Jim? We'd love to welcome you back here, of course. And by the way, when you do come out in March, we booked your hotel, so you stay till Monday. So that means you and I will be enjoying a nice Sunday evening after the races. Hopefully that won't mean too late, but I'm looking forward to. Well, no, I was kidding. We're on live. Of course, we'll close everything down, but
we're adults.
That's a given. Gavin, any last comments for you and Team Giorgio?
No, just good luck, Jim. I'm going to be betting that 5 horse in the 6th race myself. So
you're just trying to knock my price down. Nice move. I like it.
Yeah, I like that horse too. So good luck today, and good seeing everybody. I wish George was here, but good to see you, Chappie.
Yep, good to see you guys too. And once again, 4:30 this afternoon, we'll have a Pick 6 preview right here. Myself, Gino, and Seminar Skip. And good luck to both of you guys. Giorgio, feel better if you're watching. If you're not, keep sleeping. We'll hope to see you again tomorrow. Guys, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll see you down the road.
Awesome.
Good luck, Gavin. Nice meeting you.
You
Good
too,
to
Jim.
see you, Chappie. Good luck.